Here's a live look at Boston, Massachusetts now as we check back in on one of our
big.
top stories, anti-Trump protests taking place across the country today after a tumultuous week, to say the least, on Wall Street and the economy. We want to point out, just a few minutes ago, we did show you a protest. We said it was Boston. It was not Boston. It was an unrelated protest. But what you are looking at right now is Boston.
This one for
and,
sure.
From there, I can recognize this. This is the plaza right outside of City Hall in downtown. Here's a live look.
Oh, wait, don't cut the feed. I'm still watching this. Cory Booker's doing a
side of the aisle.
Whoa, that's loud. Why is everything always the wrong volume?
To understand the cost effectiveness.
My name is Kevin Weller from Jersey City.
As we all learned, as I learned one of the early lessons in 7th grade social studies class, when you fail to learn from the mistakes of history in the past, you are destined to repeat them.
Did anyone else grow up thinking that was like a stupid aphorism or whatever? Like, okay, yeah, all right, learn stuff learning is good, and now it's like all I say basically?
So, I said it's dangerous to piss off a New Jerseyan. I didn't think it was possible to piss off.
Going out every single day as who I am puts me in danger. So my question, Senator, to you, and is every LG. And I have a question about LGBTQ rights, because as you know, we get attacked like every time a fascist government comes in, and it's every single thing that they can.
You're telling me this motherfucker is queer?
Kids, but it's not about the kids. They are trying to take access away from us from using the appropriate bathrooms that fit who we are. We can't even live our truth, because me going out every single day as who I am puts me in danger. So my question, Senator, to you is, what are we going to do about protecting LGBTQ rights and trans rights for those who don't have a voice that can speak up and or are shy? Because after all, Trump's main goal is immigration and trans rights. Every single speech he has, he says things about, trans rights is a sickness.
Is this it? I'm asking, is this a like a Hispanic Jersey accent? I know it's not just one accent. There's like a few influences here. Does anyone have a beat on it? I think it's pretty charming, you know? I'm curious. No, that's very Italian. Well, I already said Jersey. I think there's a speech impediment. Yeah, but there's also an accent. I'm asking you guys about like someone's makeup, and you're like, well, I think they have a cleft lip. I'm not asking about a cleft lip. I'm asking about the makeup, you pieces of shit. They sound like my Hispanic buddy from Newark. Okay. I mean, that's close, right? Hispanic, Newark, I don't know.
And all that stuff. This is not a costume. This is who I am. And I am not about to let him tell me who I am.
Hold on, before I just didn't catch your name at the beginning.
Chris.
He didn't know the pronoun. Before blank, because he was about to direct the person with the microphone to get them again. It's Senator Booker. You can go with they. It's okay. We have no idea either.
Crystal Samoji.
And what town do you live in, Crystal?
Morris Plains, Morris County.
Thank you for coming. So first of all, can I have a hug? Yes.
Aww.
Thank you. So this is what really bothers me about bullies is, and I've seen my fair share, is they often will first target the people they believe and perceive are the weakest. And from Stonewall to Harvey Milk to some of the activists that lead Garden State Pride right now, they make a mistake when it comes to the New Jersey LGBTQ community if they think we're weak. And I will tell you this.
We're Mr. Booker, or perhaps Mrs. Booker?
And I'll tell you what, I've never seen anything like this, but it doesn't surprise me that from Pennsylvania, and some of you who live where you see some of their commercials, that the Republican Party spent hundreds of millions of dollars talking about trans children in ads demeaning and degrading and whipping up fear and whipping up hate. it is stunning to me how this is a moment in time where they want to talk about trans kids. There are more than 500,000 more than 500,000 NCAA athletes, and less than 10 of them are trans. There are more kids being afflicted by measles right now in Texas than there are trans kids in the NCAA. And instead of talking about the threats to our children, like gun violence in schools, which affects hundreds of thousands of children every year, instead of talking about the moral obscenity that the richest nation in the world would have one of the highest child poverty rates amongst wealthy nations, instead of talking about so many issues that are facing our beautiful children, whether it's children with autism and disabilities, as we heard.
It's up. He won a lot of public sentiment by doing that big 25-hour filibuster, but I've been listening in on like the logic of the Dems, and my understanding is that his electoral viability is about to crash because, as Kamala Harris demonstrated, you shouldn't talk about any of this. Like, this is super unpopular rhetoric, basically. Defending the people that the Trump administration is trying to, like, wage a war against is, like, a no-go. People don't want to hear that. Even though, like, if you look at the numbers of people, especially Democrats, they actually do objectively want to hear that, but they don't want to hear that because that's, like, divisive or something. Scientists haven't figured it out yet. Type shit. Glorp.
Heard about today, they are trying to whip up hate and fear. Here's a Republican governor from Utah named Cox. He said, I have never seen so much fear and hatred being whipped up about so few people. He was disgusted by his own party's tactics. And so I just want you to know this right now. And I say this as a heterosexual.
Bosch, aren't you the one who keeps harping on the Democrats need to have a vision to stand for? I was being sarcastic with the thing I said before. I'm attacking Kamala Harris and the Democrats for being cowards. It was sarcasm. I'm sorry. I should have /s'd that. Really though, like, isn't it crazy how non-divisive this is? Like, it's like no one, the hands-off rallies, whatever, this big national rally, nothing to do with Le Pen, there's a lot of moderate Democrats there. You take a look at the footage of people attending these rallies, you got like 60-year-olds with white hair, you know? And the idea that this is like some partisan lefty thing, I don't know. I just hate Democrats, man. And Cory Booker is not one of the best of them, by the way. What I'm doing is congratulating this, okay? Isn't Cory a moderate centrist Dem? I think that Cory is making a play to be more than that, which would mean he's doing the thing that I predicted and hoped for, which is that in a void of activist Democrats, he will identify the fact that, like, there's room here to really boost your prestige, you know? To really, really amp up. I don't know, him going out of his way to, like, do a big hug with a very queer person, just not, you know, it's not a judgmental statement or anything. Just, you know, definitely an individual who has more than one letter in the LGBTQIA+ alphabet soup. It's nice. I like the active defense, you know? He touched a gay. Hey, listen, okay? You can say, like, he touched a gay. Do you have any idea what Princess Diana, the accolades and hate she got for shaking hands with an AIDS patient without a glove on? You know? It's shit like this means a lot. Even a little, like, just any expression of empathy that goes beyond, like, well, Republicans are technically inaccurate when they say that all trans people are racist, but we still hold reservations about their participation in sports. Like, because that's what a lot of Democrats want to go to.
Sexual ally, I will stand with you. If they come after trans Americans or LGBTQ Americans, they're going to have to come through this United States senator, because you deserve the same rights that I enjoy, the same protections, the same respect, and the same love. If I don't make a stand with you, the next they'll be coming after the next community they perceive as vulnerable. Whether it's the Sikh community, the Muslim community, we must stand together.
Whether it's diseased people or Muslim. The heart's in the right place. It's just funny. It's funny.
Comes to fundamental rights and respect and the dignity of all.
Oh, did he mean Sikh? He might have meant Sikh, though. It is interesting he went to that. Okay. But he didn't say Sikh, did he? He said Sikh. But no, it's funny anyway. I'm choosing to. It's funny.
People. All right, getting me fired up, Zaire.
Yes, sir.
Senator Booker, first and foremost, thank you for restoring my hope with what you did.
This live stream in camera, by the way, f***ing sucks, huh? Like
I think
the
we've
stuttering.
been all feeling hopeless, and you're standing out the other day just recharged us. My name is Renata, and I'm from Hasbrook Heights. Now more than ever, we're seeing immigrants being treated the way they have been, and it is criminal. What part of the world did your parents or your grandparents come from? Italy, Ireland, somewhere in Europe or South America?
All right, I can't even see your face. It's harder to talk about what you're saying, but I love you or something.
And the kind of breakthroughs. It makes no sense what Donald Trump is doing to science and research right now by cutting indirect costs. Fareed Zakaria, I talked about this on the Senate floor, did this incredible editorial where he talked about how we are cutting science research.
I don't know. Maybe I was being a little bit too pessimistic earlier about the crowds. I probably was. It's kind of a season for pessimism a little bit. I have to reserve my optimism because these are difficult times. You big Grumster? Yeah. He defended Israel in his filibuster. Again, look, you should continue to despise Democrats and their defense of Israel, okay? I'm not taking that away from you. I will? Okay, good. He's the least rotten apple. Well, no, that'd be Bernie, but, you know. The protests are protesting. I wonder what the total numbers are. I saw 100K in NYC. Yeah, like overall, because some of these have gotten quite big. Here, give me a summary video, then we'll move on.
The crowd has been very strong and growing for hours now. Thousands and thousands of people here at the foot of the Washington Monument. They come from everywhere from Seattle to Buffalo, New York.
Can somebody explain to me, like, at what point people decided it was acceptable to have their video players not have quality settings?
York to New Jersey. Those are the people we've talked to. Some of them have relatives who work for the government. Some of them work for the government themselves. All of them worried about the Doge layoffs, what's coming next. One of the people I spoke to...
Like, even YouTube doesn't let you do that anymore, right? Now YouTube will be like, do you want a video resolution where we prioritize speed or one that prioritizes quality? And then you hit the quality one and it defaults to 480p. And you're like, I know for a fact my gigabit fiber internet can handle more than 480p. Auto quality reduces bandwidth costs. Yeah, I know. Only on mobile? Yeah, I'm talking on mobile.
Among the several members of the U.S. Congress who, too many people. This is his response to me just a few moments ago.
Oh my God. I can't watch shit like this. Forget it. The segment's over. You can blame CNN. It's over. You can blame CNN for a lot, to be honest.